For a long time, I'd been interested in getting a hood from Rubber Dog, so at some point I approached him about a commission, and it was a while before he contacted me and let me know it was my turn, but I was content to wait until late last year he informed me he was ready to proceed. Initially, I had just asked about a pony, and although this particular hood that I have on now is not based on a currently existing character of mine, I knew I wanted a pup hood. I asked for a Doberman because I liked the look of a similar one I had seen, and they're one of the first things I think of when I think canine. Now, for those of you who don't really know what pup play is, it's defined when a person assumes a canine role and mannerisms and enters what most people refer to as pup space, a canine mentality which I think for most people allows them to simply be a dog and forget about reality for a little while. Although some people will take the role of trainers, I think when most people think of puppy play, they think of the canine role. And while I've always thought of myself as more of a cat person, I can't deny that one of the signature elements of dogs is their ability to simply enjoy life, free from burdens or concerns about what other people think. Like if dog rolls in the mud, he's just going to roll in the mud. It really doesn't matter, and it looks like they're having fun. So, that's the kind of aspect that attracted me. And when I first put the hood on, one of the first things I noticed is how it's very different compared to traditional fursuiting. The visibility is better because it's pretty much just holes for your eyes, and it definitely has a different feel. So it really helps to click into the mental space for me. And unlike traditional costuming, when I'm in pup mode, I surrender both the practical use of my hands as well as my ability to control myself, since I can't really take them off without help. This is only reinforced when I have cuffs and a collar placed on me by my handler. Like with most costume situations, I was immediately able to click into pup space, and unlike most of my fursuits, I had no predetermined personality with this one, so I was able to just be a dog. And since it had been so recently finished, nobody really knew who I was. If I hadn't had my badge on, I doubt anyone would have been able to identify me. I think the anonymity really helped me enjoy the experience, since when I'm in any of my fursuits, I'm very conscious about staying in character, and here that was much more basic. Since neither the audience nor myself really had a predetermined idea of what the character was, I was just able to just sort of be a dog, and that was really, really, really interesting, really freeing. And overall, I enjoyed the opportunity, but it's one I definitely need a handler for, and I have to thank Itsuki for pushing me to do it. Because when I had the opportunity at TFF this past year, there was a pup play panel that he had spotted on the schedule, and initially, I wasn't really going to go, or at least I was a little bit too much of a coward to go by myself. So thanks to his urging, he offered to take me, so I decided to take him up on it. And, it was interesting. I mean, it certainly was not the intended content, because if you've seen my convention report, you know that the original panelist did not show up. But it was an opportunity to go and listen to people who had been in the scene for a while, and a lot of people who had gear. Nobody had gear quite like mine at the panel. There was a lot of the generic canine-looking hoods that you can see on Amazon, but still, it was nice to be, I guess, among other dogs, if that kind of makes sense. And it's something that I would not have had the courage to do on my own, because I admit I'm a pretty shy personality about new things, that even if there's stuff I'm interested in. So this was definitely the case where it was I definitely wanted to be more of a pet than a stray. I was most grateful to have somebody to push me into doing it, and it was a lot of fun. And I would have probably stayed in the costume longer if I had not had other obligations that evening. But it was definitely something I would look forward to doing in the future, and look forward to exploring other aspects of pup play as I go on. So, bark at you later. Thanks for watching, and if you liked it, click the subscribe button and leave a comment below. You can also find me on Twitter and a few other places on the web, or support me via Patreon or Ko-fi. Zebra hugs!